What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video. And if you guys watch any of my content, you know from time to time, your boy Doody feels gracious, he feels humbled, and he's just a good dude, and he likes to help people. Deep down inside, Doody loves to help people. And not only do I like to help my friends, my family, but I like to help my perceived enemies. That's right. And that's what we have here, folks. We have a video style content where your boy Doody is here to help Phil. That's right, Phil. Calm down, calm down. It's not a regular occurrence, but I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe Doody, you should spend some time out of your day or out of your week to help Phil keep track of things. We know that he's really busy. The man works 29 hours a day. 100 hours a work week. He only gets one day off a week, and then he spends that day at the dump, food shopping, buying paper plates. Just a busy man. And not only that, but now he's actually befriended the Kino Casino folks. So not only does he have a family to maintain, a household, not a family. Phil doesn't have a family. My apologies. A household. Creatures, a horse, a cat, and so on. I'm sorry. I said I was going to be helpful, and making jokes isn't helpful. So my apologies, Phil. I didn't mean to do that. It's just force of habit, so I apologize. Okay, so yes, Phil runs a household. He's a very busy man, and then on top of all that, he now has new friends, the Kino Casino folks and their viewers. And with that comes money. Yeah, money. Our boy has been raking in the money. I think this week alone, in tips, he made a little over $2,000. So, applause. Actually, you know what? Let's make it official. Big ups. Big up. Yes. Good job. Good job. Well, I shouldn't be congratulating Phil. I should be congratulating the people that spent their hard-earned money and gave it to Phil. So congratulations to you guys. But I guess Phil is the benefactor of this. So anyway, okay, again, Doody, stop, relax. You said you were going to be helpful. Stop being critical, okay? My apologies. It's just a force of habit. I'm trying to do better. And again, this video is simply to help Phil. And that's what I'm doing. I'm helping Phil. So what, pray tell, can I do to help Phil? Well, I keep him accountable. I keep him accountable with his income, with his views, with his certain takes on, say, PayPal. And, if I have to debunk him or correct him, I do that. You know what I mean? And that's holding him accountable. Just like I would expect people to hold me accountable, I'm trying to hold Phil accountable. So in that way, I'm, helping Phil out. I also, you can say that I'm Phil's accountant. I go through his, videos and streams, and I calculate how many tips and super chats he gets in, and put it in a lovely spreadsheet for him to digest. It's easy to digest. He can, when he files his taxes, he can use Doody spreadsheet to actually do his taxes, and he doesn't have to sit there and spend a month gathering totals for his accountant. He could just grab my spreadsheet and say, here you go, this is everything that I got, let me know what I owe, essentially. So in a way, your boy Doody does help him. Now, I thought to myself, Doody, what else can you do? You've been so blessed. How else can you be a friendly helper? How can you be a helpful human? And I said to myself, well, recently I started tracking how long it's been since he's fixed his toilet. And, if you are curious, that number is actually 1,658 days. Initially, I reported 1,653 days. I was off. I was wrong. But I'll get into that when I do these figures. And I said, you know what? That's very accountable, because that's helpful. Because when you're such a busy person like Phil, going to the garbage, the dump, trying to make new friends, spending God's amount of money on pointless stuff like, electronic display and white panels that make it look like you're streaming from a padded Sorry. Again, I'm not being helpful. This video, again, Doody, remember, this is just you being helpful. Stop making jokes. Okay, so, all right, so Phil's a busy man. He's very busy, and of course, he just doesn't have time with a lot of stuff. As you can see in this chart, Phil's a busy man. He is so busy that his house is falling apart. And again, that's not a joke. These are Phil's words, where he talks about and shared many times with his viewers about everything that's broken in his house. And things that he hasn't been able to do just because he doesn't have enough time to do them. And I thought to myself, well, maybe he just forgot, or maybe he just put it out of his mind because it induces stress. I'm not sure. But, whenever someone brings it up to him, I notice that he doesn't tell the truth about how long it's happened or when he brought it up or whatever, and just like Phil, he memory holds a lot of things. And I think he's actually memory hold a few of these things. So I said to myself, Doody, you know how you can be helpful? You can be helpful by creating a chart. That's right. Very similar to the weekly financial report where you track all of Phil's finances. You can help Phil keep track of the outstanding tasks that he needs to take care of in his house, and remind him how long it's been since he's actually done any of this. All right, folks, so that's the level set. What I'm going to do is every week, I'll do this video until Phil gets working on this. And of course, if he does fix any of this, I'll make sure to update it, remove it, and give Phil a completion star. He'll get a reward. Yes, very much like his video games. Whenever he completes a certain task or he hits a milestone on a game, he gets a nice little reward and he gets a little trophy and he gets super excited. So I'll be doing that for Phil. I'll be giving him trophies and then completion percentages, because I know he loves that kind of feedback, that gotcha feedback. So, I think, hey, Phil, this is an incentive for you. You complete some of these things on your to-do list, and your boy Doody will praise you and give you a nice trophy and a star. You can put it next to your 4th place Evo trophy, okay? All right, so what do we have here? So what I did was I used Pig.Go. Big shout out to Pig.Go for keeping track of everything. And what I did was I put in certain keywords like honeymoon, zoo, broken shower, broken toilet, dishwasher, and I managed to find out the earliest instance or when that occurred. Now, the honeymoon and the zoo was pretty easy to find out. That was easy to find out because we know when he got married, and of course we know how long he's been promising to take Cat to the Seattle Zoo, right? So those were easy. So what I did was I put down the most critical things that Phil needs to take care of. The first thing is the honeymoon, and then of course it's the zoo trip. After that is the broken shower, the broken toilet, and of course the dishwasher. Now, we were going to put the garbage disposal in there, but Phil finally took care of that. I mean, that took a couple years to fix. The other item I was going to put in here was the vacuum, but I'm not sure if Phil finally bought a new vacuum. Remember, Cat broke the vacuum a couple years back, and he kept bringing it up every so often. I haven't heard anything about the vacuum, so I'm assuming Phil already replaced that. So I'll give him credit for that. So these are the main 5 things that are very critical. And now that Phil's making buco bucks, you heard him last night on the Daily Wrap. He talked about how he's meeting all his goals. He hit 11. What was it? 11 streams that he hit or exceeded all of his tip goals. The tier, the vest streak, right? And that's exciting for Phil. He has some extra money. Now, I'm a little worried because he's decided to spend that money on nonsense. He bought the white padded cell panels that make him look like... okay, sorry, Doody. Sorry, Doody. Don't make fun. Don't make fun of Phil. This is a serious video, Doody. Control yourself, Doody. Okay. Let's just say he bought panels that he really didn't need. And he, spent $150 on that. He previously bought the blue ones that he spent probably about $150 on those. He bought a display, an electronic display that he's not using properly. And what else did he waste money on? Oh, I'm sorry, not waste. He spent money on it. Oh, the LED lights. I mean, he's over $400. He's over $400 in getting those items, spending on those things. So I mean, that could have taken care of a couple things right there. I mean, he could have fixed the toilet and the shower, because the shower is just it's a leak that he needs to repair. So I'm pretty sure he could have gotten both done for about $400. At the very least, he could have gotten the broken the broken toilet fix, and he wouldn't have to be a sink pooper. That's what we're calling Phil. He uses the sink to do his business. So, okay, so let's go through it. So the main one, the first one, of course, is the honeymoon. We all know that Phil got married on April 10th, 2019, and no honeymoon. He still has refused to take Kat on a honeymoon because, of course, he has no time and no money. But of course, now that the casino folks are coming in and throwing cash his way, he may be able to take some vacation. And if he saves up some of that money, he can take her on a honeymoon. So Phil, we're putting you on notice, pimp. You need to get working on that one. That was the most critical one. We're pushing. We're over 5 years on that one, Phil. You've been married 5 years, and you still haven't given your wife a honeymoon, bro. Okay, so that is total days so far is 1,967 days. Mind you, the one thing I forgot to put in here was the WWE Champions streak, which were over 2,300 days consecutive playing WWE Champions. So let's remember, he played WWE Champions every single day for over 2,300 days, but yet still hasn't given his wife a honeymoon. 1,967 days. That's a rough one, Phil. So I'm going to give you a 0% on that. No reward for you, no trophy, no nothing. So you got to get cracking on that one. That was the most important one, Phil, I think. The second one is the zoo. Now, starting on April 14th, Phil talked about how he promised he was going to take Kat to the Seattle Zoo. And again, we're over 5 years. We're at 1,958 days where he has not taken his wife to the zoo. I'm not sure why she wants to go to the zoo that badly, but it sounds like it's a dream of hers. And Phil has not been able to fulfill that dream. So get cracking on that one. That was not that important, but still, I'm going to hit you at 0%. And of course, we're overdue by 1,958 days. There's no reason why you can't take a day off, a half a day off, or on your day off after you do all your, going to the dump and all that, taking your wife to the zoo. The zoo's what, 2 or 3 hours max? Come on, Phil, you can do that one. Do it. I'll give you 100%, and I'll give you a 4th place trophy. Do it, brother. Come on, you can do that one. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. What's that? $25 a ticket, and you get our bale of hay and some salt lick. You'll be all right, Pimp. Doody, stop making fun. I'm sorry. It's just a force of habit. My apologies. Okay, the third one here, of course, is the broken shower. The broken shower first got reported out back in October 14, 2021, and we are going on 1,044 days of no shower in the Brunel Snort Fort. So again, Phil, that's a critical one, man. Running water is very critical, especially for hygiene, for bathing, and yeah, man, you need that one, Pimp. You need that one. So again, 0%, no movement, no action on that one. As far as we know, that bathroom is closed off, taped up. There's mold, there's black mold all over the place, and it's probably a hazard zone. So they may need to call hazmat to come out and clean that whole place up. But if not, at least fix that broken shower. And again, my understanding is it's just a leaky pipe. So that one doesn't cost a lot of money, Phil. But again, we're at 1,044 days of 0 completion, 0 work, so no trophy for you. The next one on the list here, folks, is the broken toilet. Now, you guys know I've been talking about the broken toilet for about a week, and I made a miscalculation. I think yesterday I posted that it was at 1,653 days. Your boy Doody made a mistake. It's actually 1,658 days. So again, that one's very critical. Now, it's funny, someone actually DM'd me and said, it's been broken for a long time. Maybe it has a floating turd that Panda Lee left before she broke up. And Phil just can't, he can't make himself flush it down. Because, of course, we all know he probably still misses Panda Lee. So that's a good theory, but we don't know. So that's 0%, Phil. We're at, and that one's a critical one, man. You need to fix that toilet, Phil. Using those toilet bags in your sink is not cool, man. You can't be a sink shitter, Phil. You just can't. It's not cool. And then that one, that's a quick fix, man. You can buy a toilet for $150 at Home Depot and put it in yourself. But if you don't want to deal with that, you can pay someone $100 and get it put in, man. You can have a brand new toilet for $250, Phil. The amount you spent on those panels, you could have gotten a new toilet, Phil. All right, and then the last one, of course, is the dishwasher. Not only has that been broken since October 26, 2022, it's made Phil have to use paper plates, paper spoons, paper forks, plastic forks, straws, and yeah, because of course they can't wash any dishes, man. And that one broke back in October 26, 2022. Remember, Cat broke the dishwasher. It leaked all over the place, and Phil just cleaned it up with a towel and just closed up his dishwasher and never opened it again. Yes, we're going close to 2 years on that one. So it's 667 days, Phil. Oh man, I mean, I don't know. I like my dishwasher. I need a dishwasher, man. Well, hand washing stuff is tough, especially when you have a family. When you just have 2 people, it might be doable, but you definitely need that dishwasher. But I'll put that on the bottom end of the to-do list. I don't think it's that critical. And again, that's 667 days where that hasn't been completed. So 0% for you, Phil. So if you can do me a favor, if you can at least start working on some of these, like you could probably do the toilet, man. You could do the toilet and the zoo in 1 week. And I think that progress would be awesome, man. If you do that, I'll make sure to give you the completion. I'll add a little trophy, and you can tote that as an improvement, as a stream improvement. You can go on your podcast and talk about how you fixed your broken toilet finally, and Doody will give you the accolades for it. I'll make sure to clip that segment and post it and praise you, and make sure we take it off of your to-do list. So Phil, please get cracking on this as soon as possible. I don't want to have to report every single week that you have 0 progress on this stuff, especially now that the Keno Casino folks are maxing out and wailing out for you. Okay? Anyway, that's it, folks. Hopefully this will help Phil keep track of the things that the outstanding items that he needs to do. And hopefully with that, Fat Cat will be happy. She'll be a happier wife. It'll make her life easier. That way she doesn't have to wash dishes on her own. She can actually use the dishwasher. Maybe you guys can stop spending so much money on paper plates and actually use proper dishware. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, Phil. Let me know tomorrow in your podcast if you found this video helpful. Peace out.